my dog Rob with me, you know what I'm saying? 6'12", Florida, you know how it sounds. Florida boys.
Welcome back to Our Football with Chris Ash, and this is Jonathan Hilliman, a graduate transfer. He leads the Scarlet Knights with 4 touchdowns on the season. First of all, how is it going here on the Banks for you?
It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good personally. I mean, we got to pick it up as a team, but I mean, I definitely feel like we can definitely do it this week. You know, great week of practice, and you know, we'll be back in the game.
Why did you decide you wanted to enroll at Rutgers and get your graduate degree?
I just felt like it would be the best of both worlds, coming home, being able to play in front of my hometown fans and family and friends and everything, and kind of being able to finish, you know, my master's degree, which would be awesome, and trying to any aspirations of playing football after on the next level. I mean, it's kind of the best of both worlds, you know.
You're kind of a legend at St. Peter's Prep, raced for over 2,000 yards. You were all-state. To come back and see your family and friends, and for them to have the opportunity to watch you play, is it special?
Yeah, it's special. It definitely is. I mean, the first game of the season was definitely running out there. I mean, I kind of was getting a little teary-eyed because it was a little different. It was kind of like, okay, I'm back home. But, I mean, as quickly I snapped out of it and got in the game mode. But, yeah, it's definitely special, I would say.
Hilliman in the goal line situation, pushes into the end zone for another Rutgers touchdown.
What about near the goal line? It seems as though you feast in those situations. Do you like it in the red zone?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, it's weird like that. I mean, my mom always says, you know, these look like kind of like I look for contact, you know, on the football field. But I mean, yeah, those are definitely the most, you know, physical parts of the game. But obviously, it's very important because you got to score down there to win. So I mean, I kind of definitely, you know, start, you know, kind of seeing red a little bit, you know, down there.
With Raheem Blackshear and Isaiah Pacheco, there are 3 running backs.
Yeah.
Are there enough opportunities for all of you?
Yeah, I mean, definitely it is. I mean, we're definitely working in packages to see us all on the field. I mean, we're a very productive group, so I mean, very dynamic. So just, you know, getting us, you know, in space and getting us the ball in different situations, I mean, is real key because we're a real productive group. They're real dynamic guys, and you know, you got to find a way to give them the ball, you know, in any space in the game, you know.
How do you view your leadership responsibilities? Because on one hand, you're a newcomer here.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you're one of the oldest guys.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird thing, but
like
at the same time, yeah, definitely a balance you got to find. Just earning guys' respect. That was one of the first things I knew coming in, was to earn that title as a leader, and just coming out there and just handling my business the right way. And then once I got that title, just showing guys, demonstrating how to do things, how to handle their business, and just keeping guys up, you know, when things are down, you know, especially times right now, just keeping them up, keeping them motivated, and just, you know, to go to work every day, you know.
You were very successful during your years at Boston College, but this is a new experience.
Right.
And now you're in the Big Ten Conference.
Right.
Is this something that you were looking forward to?
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%. I mean, that was one thing that, a really big thing besides coming home was knowing that Rutgers was in the Big Ten, and you know how much the Big Ten gets a lot of respect all over college football. You know, being able for me to show my stuff in the Big Ten is definitely something that was on my mind when I made the decision to come here.
So what should we expect from this football team? You showed great growth in the last ball game against Indiana, especially in the second half.
Right.
Can you build off that? Can you use it as momentum going forward?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's definitely a loss that we can learn from. I feel like, you know, we got kicking a little too late, but I mean, we got it going, and we kind of showed ourselves what we can do if we just kind of, you know, stick together and just, you know, push a little harder. And I feel like, you know, it's definitely a step in the right direction.
Let's talk a little bit about your education. Undergraduate, first of all, what was your goal and what is it now as a graduate student?
At Boston College, I graduated with an applied psych and human development major, definitely. I was very, very happy about that. Did it in 3.5 years, was really happy about that. But right now, I'm pretty much in the master's program of administrative education. And with that, you know, after my playing days are over, I wish to be an athletic director, you know, at a high school level, just, you know, pretty much just be around the athletes, kind of change the culture, and pretty much try to change, you know, the outlook of how the athlete is perceived in society. I feel like it's kind of a stigma, kind of athletes are a certain way. I kind of would want, you know, to teach the athletes to, you know, pretty much be well-rounded and be, you know, involved in the community, things like that, not just be just a very prominent athlete. So that's one of the goals for down the road.
That's awesome. How have you balanced academics and athletics all throughout?
Just pretty much, I mean, that's kind of just been how I've been trained since I was really young. I mean, my mom and dad, they're very, you know, strict about that. I mean, you can't do anything until the grades are right, and if they're right, then you can move on and play ball, do whatever you want to do. But, I mean, that's pretty much the thing right now. I mean, if you don't have that, you know, balance, you're not going to be able to go off to college and do certain things. So it's always a very important thing. But, you know, balancing, you know, academics and athletics, I mean, if you do it translates. If you do well in that academic side, I mean, it translates. Those habits translate on whatever field of play you're in.
I would invest in you if I had the opportunity, I'll tell you, because I think that there's a lot of great things out there for you in the real world. You ready for the next step, or you want to finish the season first?
I gotta finish. We gotta finish the season first. We got a lot of work to do. I feel like we gotta pull this thing around and get the juice back going. But down the road, I mean, I'll take you up on that, man.
Good luck to you. Thanks for coming in.
Appreciate that, man.
Jonathan Hilliman. I learned a lot just talking to this young man. We'll be back with more R Football with Chris Ash in a moment.